Get the intro started.
Hello, welcome. It's Boxing This Week 19. It's going to be a short episode. We don't have too much to cover, but we do have to cover it's interesting, just not a lot. But then next week we've got Bivol Beterbiev, and we're doing the live stream on the fight day, watch along. So come join us then, because that'd be a much better episode. But hello, Paolo, how are you?
I'm good. I've just posted the link. Oh, you've done it as well at the same time. I just posted the link in the chat for people that want to join and get their say in today.
Of course.
And yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I've been really busy with obviously all the SC Don stuff that I'm doing now. That's really good. We've got another show in December at the Ballin in Maidstone, which is a nightclub, but it's in daytime. So if you want to come to that, you can, but it's on a Sunday. It's in Maidstone. I don't know how far that is for you, but yeah.
I honestly don't know, but we can. I'll have
we'll
a
work
look
that out.
Find out
but
after. Yeah,
we've got a show. It's called Hell's Kitchen DFC 6.
Good name.
And we've got a stacked card. So I thought I'd just mention that, and I think I'm gonna have to plug them every time because I'm working with them now. So because I want to, but yeah, if you want to check out all of that all that stuff as well, get down to your not even just DFC, but get down to your local boxing show. Go and support your local boxing show, your local boxing club. Do you know what I mean, Connor?
Yeah.
Sometimes just go down, support them. Not every day Anthony Joshua, not every day Tyson Fury, Javante Davis.
I'll tell you what, small shows are always entertaining though, because you've got smaller, more people per meter in these places. So it's loud. It's good. It's good fun. At the very least, you're getting a little bit drunk.
Ellis Soro's fighting in a couple of weeks.
Is he?
On the Nielsen Boxing Show, headlining. Shout out to him.
Oh, good.
So Ellis Soro's fight, and that's at York Hall. So I'll give you a shout. We might try and go down to that because I was talking to Ellis about it. I was talking to Ellis about it not long ago, but he's confirmed fighting on it. So
good. That's good for him as well.
He's still signed to Queensbury, but he's working on this show for obviously Nielsen. But he needs a tick over fight. He did spar with Jay Opataya last week.
I saw that. That's a really good spar as well.
Quality.
Getting back in there with someone. And you said he wanted to. He's been wanting to do that and find out.
Yeah, because of in Saudi where he got knocked out in the first round by Jay Opataya. I think he was almost like he just wants to get in there and see what he can do over a certain amount of rounds with him.
Yeah.
So I think it was important to obviously get in the ring and spar Jay Opataya like he did, because he didn't get that chance to do it because it ended so abruptly in Saudi. But it's life sometimes, you know what I mean?
Well, it's just part of the journey, isn't it? If you let it sort of stop you, then that'll be it. But if you learn from it, and like clearly he has, because he's then gone and sparred him, it's good. Sparring the best cruiserweight in the world, or one of at the very least. So decent. Right, let's do the weekly roundup. So Janabek returns tomorrow or on Friday, October 4th. He's defending his 2 world title belts in the middleweight division. Rescheduled fight should be pretty good. I would like to watch it, but I'm not going to stay up for it, so I'll watch it probably Saturday morning. The Four Kings documentary. So Nigel Benn, Lennox Lewis, Frank Bruno, and Chris Eubank Sr. documentary has aired its first selection of episodes. I haven't watched any. It's basically, that's my plan for Sunday evening, is to go through and watch at least sort of 3 or 4, but I think like an hour long. But it looks, and from what I've heard, is brilliant. Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, has been appointed as the chair of the Olympic Commission by World Boxing.
So he's not fighting again. He's done.
So he's retired. Yeah. So that's sort of a secondary, like underlying point. He's retired.
Because he had a dad bod at the Olympics. He's enjoying life, but he can. He's an absolute monster.
He should as well. Yeah, he's had a great career. He's hopefully made more than enough money. And now he's joining the Olympic Commission by the World of Boxing to try and get amateur boxing back into the Olympics for 2028.
Have they officially taken it out? Because there was talks of it, but have they officially taken it out?
No. So
I think they're all
officially speaking,
about it, aren't they?
Officially speaking, nothing gets decided until a year and a half, 2 years out from the Olympics anyway. But like, that the 100-meter race or 100-meter sprint is going to be in there. Currently, they're like boxing, they don't want to put in, but obviously, I think it will still make it.
I think the best thing that the boxing world can do when it comes to that, and I'm talking about all the guys that are in charge, in power, Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, Frank Warren, Top Rank, all these big giants need to come together to work at keeping amateur boxing in the Olympics, because it's such a big thing to birth great talent, I would say. Alongside, it makes for a great watch, and for the Olympics and everything else, it is a genuine route for fighters to go that way, and then obviously from then to push on pro. And you just got to go and Google some of the Olympic champions. Just Google them. I'm not going to sit in naming all of them. Just Google the list of them and have a look on who won the Olympics and then who went on to win world titles, all these sorts of things. It's really important. But this is where the boxing community comes together, because I think if enough voices speak up, then I think they will have to. They will have no choice. I'm really surprised it's looking to disappear though in America, where Olympic boxing is something that is massive in the USA.
Yeah, but then the USA didn't have the strongest showing in the Olympics this time round. I'm not saying that they would remove it purely because of that, but America's very patriotic. It likes to win, and they didn't do that well. So
what did we do when we turned up, respectively?
Well, we had some stinkers. We had some bad decisions, but we had some stinkers. I mean, we definitely didn't.
Delicious. What's his name? Delicious. He got
Delicious Ori.
Delicious Ori got done out of a decision.
Yeah, he did.
But overall, I think it was a howler. It was a howler from most. I think a lot of countries we expected to do well at the Olympics weren't. Obviously, there's the odd few that did. Like when I seen the boxing team, Golovkin, walking out of all those athletes, I said, yeah, they're winning a medal. So they're winning a boxing medal in one of their fights.
Yeah, Uzbekistan, I think they took like 6 golds or something. They took a ridiculous amount.
Yeah,
but,
makes sense.
But yeah, it'll be interesting what happens with that. But you've got now Usyk as well has been pushing for it. Golovkin's now head of a party or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but he's pushing for it. Eddie Hearn's pushing for it. I think it'll be in the Olympics. We've got Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Rematch is now targeted for February 22nd. Not quite confirmed, but if Turkey Al-Sheikh targets something, that it happens.
I don't know if... Do you know what? After we went back and forth, I don't know if I want that fight anymore, you know.
I still do.
I do and I don't, because I'm telling you now, here's the thing. Joshua wins, sets up a gigantic match with Fury.
Yeah.
If Joshua loses again, I am saying this as a Joshua fan, and I'm not doubting his ability to box. I can only see him. I'm not going to say he's got to retire, but I'm saying that after that, we've got to look at it like he's just going to be a prize fighter. Not that he already is a prize fighter, but he's got that motivation to fight for belts and stuff like that. I think one more loss, he could be frozen out of fighting for belts for a while.
Yeah.
The camera's a bit vertical, Connor.
I know. I saw that from the start. Don't know what's going on. I got a bit of a stretch where it's going on, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
Do you really we had 4 people and it was a bit manic, but do you really think that second fight is going to be massively different? I am saying Joshua has the ability to change the mistakes that he made, because it was clear that he made mistakes. But I just don't know how much change you can do at 35, 36. This is the thing.
I agree. Look, there's not 100% either way. I'm not saying that Joshua will beat him, but I do think.
Did you go live on TikTok this week, just out of curiosity?
No, I'll do that in a second. Actually, I can forget every week at the moment.
I don't think. I honestly, I think they're just used to it on TikTok now. I think they just know, first 10 minutes of the stream, Connor's forgot.
But yeah, no, I think I don't think we're not talking like Joshua needs to get quicker or something like that. He just has to not involve himself with that level of fire. He can't get caught like he did in the first round. If he gets caught like that, then it's done because we know his recovery is not good enough.
But this is the problem. His recovery for his age, I'm not doubting his boxing ability. And I think anyone that says that he's a terrible boxer, I'm worried about how much boxing you actually consume and watch and what you're watching, because it must be misfits. Because look, I'm not saying he's the best boxer in the world, but he's won a gold medal. He's a 2-time world heavyweight champion. For somebody who can't box, that says to me that they can box. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think we need to stop this narrative that he can't box, because it's got to change. Is he the best in the world? No. Are there many heavyweights that is heavyweight boxing like enticing visually for those sorts of bouts? Probably not.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? With heavyweights, we say, "Oh, heavyweight boxing, it can go either way," and then when it goes the other way, we say, "Oh, well, that's that." Joshua hurt Dubois. Like, okay, he didn't. It was dominant. Dubois was battering him, but there was a moment before Joshua walked onto a right hand that Joshua had Dubois hurt and had him on the back foot. I do think, and that's a hurt Joshua. I think Joshua can do it, and I like the idea that he does, not just because I'm a fan, because I'm a fan of them both. I really like Dubois, and Dubois since in the build up to the fight and since winning I've kind of almost paid more attention to him, which is weird because I've always watched him, but just followed him a bit closer. I am a big fan of his as well, but I still think, I could be wrong, I think this is Joshua's time. If Joshua loses the way he did again, he probably should retire. Because he's not going to touch a world title fight for years.
Retire is a stretch. There's fights. The thing is, I'm half with you. But the other heart says to me, Dillian White and Joshua, we need to see that again.
Well, okay, so I agree in that there are fights, but if Joshua's goal is to be a 3-time heavyweight champion and he wants to fight Fury and he probably wants to beat Usyk, but the Usyk win, I don't think will ever happen. The Fury fight feels like it will never happen. I'd love it to.
Fury retire after these Usyk fights, because even if he wins the fight, he's got to have a third fight with Usyk.
That's tough. And if he beats Usyk, it's like, all right, he's beaten everyone par Joshua that he could.
Do you know?
I guess now the bar is mad.
If he fights Usyk and beats him and enough to have him in a rematch, 6 of his fights on his record would have been against Wilder and Usyk.
Yeah. But that's a bit of a throwback, isn't it? That's like Ali, and that's like fighters from about 40 years ago where they'd fight the same guy about 5 or 6 times because they're the best.
Oh, you got called a melt, by the way, for your opinion on Mike Tyson. Just saying.
Did I?
Yeah. No, let me put it up. It was on my TikTok. It was 4 melts with a microphone was the word.
4 melts with a microphone. That's not very nice.
Very nice, is it? But I mean,
who cares?
You tell me. Are we lying? Sorry, no. I know that's a bit random to bring up, but whilst we're talking about the heavyweight giants, Mike Tyson's record in terms of
it's not that good.
You lot need to stop watching the motivational videos on YouTube and Instagram and these reels of him on punch bags.
Yeah, and he's an all-timer. He's an all-timer, but he is not in the conversation of the greatest.
The record is not fantastic. The record isn't as high as the hype for Mike Tyson. No. Does that make sense? I think that's more respectable to say it like that.
Maybe, yeah. But
he's got some good fights on there, don't get me wrong, but
he's got some great ones. But he's also got when you're talking about the greats, you're like, he got in there with Lennox. Lennox beat him. And it's like, okay. It's hard to pick out fights where Tyson...
Joshua got in the ring with Usyk. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what does
that mean? I don't think anyone's saying that Joshua's the greatest heavyweight of all time.
No.
Mike Tyson gets called the greatest of all time.
All right, for example, you say Joshua's resume is better, yeah? And I'm saying I agree with you, but I'm saying somebody argues and says, yeah, and you say, but he's fought Klitschko, he's fought Usyk and that. But he lost against Usyk. But this is my point. because you mentioned Joshua, there's an agenda with him. People will say that. They'll say, but he lost against Usyk. So what are you talking about? He's on the resume. Go and mention Mike Tyson's losses, Lennox Lewis, and all these people. Yeah, but he got in the ring and fought them. There's unbiased. There's a bias towards Mike Tyson. It's quite funny to observe, to be honest. It's like a weird obsession, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, all the respect for Mike Tyson. It's just I don't think his resume is that good. And as an all-time great, he's up there, but he is not close to number 1 or even number 5.
Do you know what's mad though? For me, that can never be my heavyweight GOAT when you've got Jake Paul on your professional boxing record now. It can never be my heavyweight GOAT ever.
I just don't even look
but hear what I'm saying. He's on his pro record now. Do you know how mental that is?
Yeah, but are you going to count that? Like
the boxing board are counting it. It's a professional fight.
Yeah, but when you look at Mike Tyson's record and you tell someone, you're going to go...
As far as I'm concerned, they've given a 59-year-old man a boxing license and say, come back and turn pro again. It just so happens that this 59-year-old man used to be one of the baddest heavyweights on the planet. Used to be past tense. Now, he looks more like Grandpa from Simpsons with a walking stick.
Well, he's 50-6. He's got 50 wins, 44 knockouts, 6 losses.
So sometimes you just cool off, man. Go to an island somewhere with a beach. Just rest your hands and just chill out. Like, you don't need to fight anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just me in it. Sorry, I'm going.
No, that's cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I just don't think Mike Tyson's up there, and his record is fine. It's really impressive the fact he's got 50 wins and 44 knockouts. But if we're talking like elite resumes, it's not up there. AJ Dubois targeted for February 22nd. It will be interesting to see if that goes through. I think it probably will. What happens? I'm leaning for AJ, but it wouldn't be a massive shock if Dubois did it again. Other news is that Gervonta Davis has basically announced that he's fighting Lamont Roach Jr., which is a stinky fight on December 21st.
Hey, do you know what? At some point, if he carries on, I'm going to have to start putting him in the same bracket as Shakur Stevenson.
Nah, he's fought Frank Martin, Ryan Goss. I know what you mean.
He's fought Frank Martin. Cool. Good fight. This fight stinks. His next fight cannot sting. If I see 2 or 3 more of these, him and Shakur, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Got good fights further down the line.
Shakur Stevenson's got good fights. His last 3 were stinky. Let's be honest. Gervonta Davis has got good fights beforehand, good wins. Ryan Garcia, obviously Frank Martin. Pitbull Cruz is on there as well. Like, there's some big fights for him. But now, if he goes and has stinky fights, then it's a howler for him.
But this is the problem: is he's clearly avoided. Like, I'm not. It is what it is. But look, he's fighting Lamont Roach Jr. on December 21st, which is on the same day as the Fury Usyk rematch. So I don't even think it's going to do well money-wise. And you got Benavidez as chief support fighting Jesse Hart or something like that. Another pretty stinky fight.
The only Hart I know is Bret the Hitman Hart. That's the only Hart I know. Bret the Hitman Hart. Jesse Hart. But who the hell is that? Yeah. Let's be honest. Who the hell is that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not talking. These are shit fights. It's a shit card. I'm hoping that what I've read is wrong, but it seems
Connor, we
pretty...
need to just get a picture up of Bret. We need a picture of Bret. That's the only Bret I know. Bret the Hitman Hart. Yeah, Jesse Hart. Who the hell is that? Do you know what? I'm a big boxing fan, but sometimes you got to go to BoxRec for these ones. Sometimes you got to go BoxRec, and you need to look these guys up, because I'm not gonna sit here and sell you like any dreams. I ain't got a clue who Benavidez is fighting. I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, I can't even find a Jesse Hart. So there you go. It means quite a lot. Like, we're talking low level basically.
Bret the Hitman Hart. Yeah, go on. Sorry, I'm just.
They'll make excuses for him, Benavidez and Davis about how they can't get the fights and that blah, 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 blah. But that's just not good enough.
Who's Benavidez represented by? Again?
Is he still Golden Boy? No, who is he?
No, he's not Golden Boy. I'm sure he's not.
No.
He is he top rank?
Nah, I don't think so. I think he might have been, but David Benavidez, promoter. I don't actually know. Let's have a look.
It's one of them.
Oh, he's promoted by Samson Lukowicz, so it's a bit of a random one.
It's one of them.
Yeah, one of those kind of random. Nobody really knows who they are, but they seem to promote some. Fair enough, whatever. But yeah, so that's a shit fight with a shit co-main, shit main. But
hey, that whole card stinks. You know, it actually stinks.
Yeah. But yeah, we won't even until that's confirmed. We won't complain too much. But honestly, I think next week we'll complain. I mean, Gervonta Davis seems to have confirmed it already, but whatever. Mm-hmm. And the final of the weekly roundup is Jael Pattaya wants to fight the winner of Beterbiev versus Bivol.
Yeah, up there, boy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, why not? It's a good fight.
Do you know what? I love watching them guys, Jael Pattaya. You know, he's just that your typical Australian. Let's bang, bro.
Yeah.
Like that. You know, like them guys from the street in Australia that you just don't mess about with. He's one of them. All the Samoan tattoos. Ready to fight.
What are they called? Is it Usos?
Usos.
Yeah. Fucking cool. I saw Joseph Parker was fighting, or not fighting, but like training with John Jones recently.
Yeah, them lot do hackers in their sleep, man. Seriously. They do hackers in their sleep.
Hackers in their sleep, yeah.
Nah, listen, look, he's an unreal fighter. Whatever happens, yeah. Courtney, yes. Sending me.
Why not?
See, right, my friends are watching this, messaging me as well. But yes, I will after this. Sorry, carry on.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, Jael Pattaya, unreal. But he's going to unify the division.
Yeah. Yeah, but he needs to fight better people.
He is, but then he can only control who he fights. Obviously, he'd be eyeing up the Chris Billam Smith fight, as you said. Yeah. I think Billam Smith is an easier fight for him than his counterpart, the man who's only lost once.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named. No, but seriously, Mr. Gilberto, man. Ramirez, man. Like, he's lost once. Like, let's have it right. Like, I think
46-1.
Ramirez, I know, is beating Billam Smith. I'll be so honest with you, and that doesn't even take anything away from Billam Smith. I just think Ramirez is different. It's different. This is the best fighter Billam Smith has fought. If he overcomes this, then we have to start putting some respect on his name as a British fighter.
Oh, big time.
Like we said a couple of weeks ago, he's got to go down as a very, very contender.
One of the top cruiserweights we've ever had if he does that.
Yeah.
If he unifies against, but he has to do that first. Let's move on from the weekly roundup because we have got
time
this to talk about. Yeah.
So shorter episode this week, guys, but time is ticking. Let's go.
Right. Mikaela Mayer beats Sandy Ryan, top ranked show in America. The actual fight was pretty good. It's like most Mikaela Mayer fights. It's a pretty good fight. I've watched the first 5 rounds and then watched the highlights.
I'm gutted Sandy Ryan lost, you know. I'm gutted.
Same. Although I do like Mikaela Mayer. From a British point,
I'm sticking to our people there. Listen, she got done as well, and I think there was a bit of sabotage going on in that fight.
So we're going to bring, there was a bit of a paint attack, a bit of a paint bucket gone loose.
You got a picture for us?
I'll put one up in the
GMTV.
When we do the short videos, we'll bung it up, but on the clips. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, it will be on those. After the final press conferences and stuff, Sandy Ryan had a bucket of paint chucked on her. Now, I don't think that warrants a rematch. I think the rematch should just come from the fact it was a good enough fight and world champion lost her belt. But they're saying there was sabotage and all this and all that. And I don't know. It makes a good storyline for the rematch anyway.
It's a difficult one because if Mikaela has nothing to do with it, then Sandy Ryan's just let outside things get the better of her. But obviously, if Mikaela has got something to do with it, that's proper shithousery. But we over here, listen, as British people, shithousery is like we know it. We love it when we see it. It's just not when it happens to us.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting one. Like Mikaela, she's good, but for me, she's one of those fighters that she'll only do a certain amount with the promoter she's got now. Natasha Jonas she should get that rematch because I think the first one, dependent on what refs looking at that and judges, could have easily gone her way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, man, I see Sandy Ryan get back in the ring, man. She spends half the time. And obviously as well, you know what? I watched one of her documentaries that she has on YouTube about her living situation and training. She's partly here, partly in Portugal. I can't hate her. She's got good taste, man. She's got good taste. But she lives there half the year for training. It's quite interesting.
All right.
Because of the climate and the food, she said.
Who else does? Is Dillian White?
Dillian White lives in Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to be a bit.
But I think he lives there full time.
Yeah, he lives with his dogs. He's got a big old house.
And motorbikes. He's just got into. Can you imagine Dillian White doing dirt biking, like the size of the bike that he would need to get on it?
Yeah, size like our cars. That kind of thing. But, yeah, no, I want to see the rematch. But Mikaela May has been pretty unlucky, so it is nice that she got something.
I will say that she got done in her last fight. I think I actually would probably lean to say that if that fight wasn't in England, she might have won it. And I'm not.
Well, she's also got the Baumgardner fight as well. I still edge it to Baumgardner, but it was a close fight. So was I, and at the time I thought Baumgardner had just done enough. Rewatched it, I still think that, but it's close. Natasha Jonas, I thought she won. If I'm honest, as much as I wanted Jonas to win, I thought Mikaela May won. Sandy Ryan fight, she's got to win. So I'm kind of like, and she seems like a nice person. So I'm happy for her, but I would like the rematch, especially with now there's a bit more to it. There's a bit more bad blood and pain and all this shit. So why not? Undercard wise, honestly, no idea. Top Rank show that Richard Torres fought and won by disqualification or won by no contest or cuts or something. So that's something. But Richard Torres still don't really know just how good he is. So we'll move on. Terri Harper becomes a 3-time world champion, beating Rhiannon Dixon in the Matchroom show over the weekend. Another good women's fight. Terri Harper, somebody that's been had a weird career because you wouldn't say she's the best female boxer we've had, and yet her wins and titles are actually very impressive. So odd. Probably quite disrespected, Terri Harper.
Interesting, yeah. She lost to Sandy Ryan. So her last 3
knocked
fights,
out by Baumgardner.
You're talking her last 3 fights were draw, loss, win.
Yeah.
I'm glad she won. I just don't know where she goes from here. Who got knocked out by Baumgardner? Terri Harper?
Yeah. It's the standing knockout.
Yes, TK, yeah.
Yeah.
She had the draw against Natasha Jonas.
Oh, yeah.
She had 2 draws. Cecilia Brækhus and Natasha Jonas.
Yeah. I mean, she's good. Like, she's beaten Hannah Rankin. Like, she's got some good wins and she's got some good. Every fight she's been, apart from the Baumgardner one, was close. But, yeah, that's a good point. Alicia Baumgardner fought as well, but she's not for Matchroom anymore, so nobody knew about it. But she fought and defended her titles against fucking Asun. What's her name? Christ, hold on. Let's find out the name before I just butcher it without knowing. Delphine Persoon. Delphine Persoon.
Yes.
It's gone down as a no contest. Oh, there's a clash of heads. Never mind.
Okay.
I didn't realise that. I thought, Baumgardner put her down in round 1. So I just took it in my head that Persoon have lost. Fuck me. Pursuit's 49-3, her record.
It's not bad, is it? 49 wins.
49 wins. How has a woman got over 50 fights? That's incredible. Women don't get that. There's not that many female boxers. She's just fought everyone.
Yeah. That's good,
Fair
though.
enough. Yeah. But yeah, no, so that's gone no contest, but Baumgardner clearly winning. We'll just go straight to Nick Ball. Nick Ball's returning against Ronnie Rios, Liverpool card, homecoming.
The Scouse Javante.
Yeah. Another good fight. I love. He's really good to watch.
He's always
really
up for a tear up. He got done out of a title, then won a great fight to win his title on the 5v5.
Yeah.
And now fighting again, hometown. Liverpool, innit? It's in Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's mad though. It's mad. It's a full circle for him. Saudi, Wembley, he's fought everywhere.
Yeah. He was saying he can run to the arena from where he lives, so he might just jog in. It shouldn't be the most competitive fight, I don't think. Ronnie Rios is good, but shouldn't be Nick Ball's level. The undercard is good. There's nothing there's nothing too special on there. It's a week for boxing. Nick Ball fighting is always good, but a lot of the undercard I think are Scousers, which is great for them, but we don't know anything about them, so I guess we'll find out. But
do you want to know something about boxing that I think this makes it more magical? Yeah.
Go on.
So obviously Nick Ball's fighting in Liverpool. The build up to the event and everything will be about Nick Ball, about what he's doing. When he wakes up on Sunday morning, regardless of the result, life goes back to normal. People forget about that and they move on, and it's the next thing. Yeah. That fighter that so many would have tried to get near to do interviews and that, you could probably get hold of him in the newsagents across the road now that the fight's done. So it's like boxing's such a weird sport, and being obviously a part of promotions with now myself working as a promoter and matchmaker alongside a promoter. It's interesting because you work for these shows, you do build-ups, and then what happens is obviously you put all the work in. Come the Sunday, it's done. Like there's nothing for you to do. Maybe a few bits of footage go up, sort that out. Once that's done, you got to look to the next card.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Sorry, really random point, but it's what I love about boxing.
It's good. It's good. Yeah. Nick Ball, and especially for a homecoming fight, because he's going to wake up in Liverpool.
Yes.
Where he's fought. And
he might jog home. He might jog home.
That'd be cool. If he's won the fight, he'll have a very good morning on the Sunday. Go down and get some greasy fucking breakfast.
From a Scouse
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
I think he'll win. It's not a thing. If I'm honest, it's not a very competitive fight. It's a typical homecoming fight.
He's got everything going for him in terms of obviously where he's come, what he's done. He's been on the circuit. He's been a small hall show guy. He's a world champion now. Like for me, Nick Ball is probably one of the guys that it is a thing of hard work, determination to carry on.
Of course. I mean, he's not blessed with size.
No.
He's a small guy, like 5'2". I mean, obviously Ray Ford's not that big, but then you got Vargas, who's like 6'1" or whatever. Like he's just keeps going. He's a really good fighter.
Yes, sir.
Big fan of his. But listen, there's not too much to talk about with this fight because, like I say, it's a typical homecoming fight where they've given him a fight that he really should do well in. So what I will talk about is the fact it was brought up this week where Nick Ball open to the idea of fighting Noah Inoue. And I'm only bringing this up because I want to make it very clear that the level is not the same. But we can still talk about it for 2 minutes.
All right. Very quickly, when you say the level is not the same, you're talking about Inoue to Nick Ball.
Inoue is a lot better.
100%.
A whole lot better.
100%.
Yeah. Would be a good fight, though.
But at the same time, I'm all for people wanting to try and dare to be great. If Nick Ball beats Naoya Inoue, what's the story?
Oh, hell yeah.
I just don't know if he's.
I think that'd be a great
Nick
fight.
Ball weighing at the moment?
Is he 126 or 130?
And what? Inoue's 122. Inoue was 122. Inoue was 122 for his last fight.
Nick Ball was 126. Or 126 was last. So he's world featherweight champion. So where? Oh my god! If it loads, yeah, Inoue is the division below.
All right, I'd love to see that fight, but I will be honest with you. Yeah, Inoue is a monster, different type of specimen when it comes to boxing. For me, there ain't many people that will give him a problem that are able to fight him. To be honest,
no, there's not.
I think that's just like Mini Floyd, man. Mini Floyd. No, but I'm saying is he's. I don't see him losing anytime soon. There's not many fighters I can look at and go like you. Like I could probably put 10 grand on you not to lose your next 6 fights.
Yeah,
and I'm talking like because let's not get it twisted. People are going to say to me, "Oh, but he can fight anyone." The guy's fighting like mandatories, number ones. Like he's not fighting any Tom, Dick, and Harry.
No, he's collecting the belts and then fighting. He collected the belts.
He's fighting world champions.
You haven't beat Luis Neri. He's the one that will beat you. And then he did a job on him. I mean, Neri put him down, but he did a job on him. The last fight, TJ Donaghy was a mandatory, but whatever. He'll go up. He'll if Nick Ball's still world champion, they'll fight. I like the fight. Nick Ball would be competitive in the fight, but Inoue will beat him.
I can agree with that.
It does bring me to the next thing, which is only very small, but I didn't put it in the weekly roundup, which is that if Nick Ball does win, he then has to fight. He's got a mandatory against Stephen Fulton. So that will give you an idea of just how good Nick Ball is or how good Fulton is, because Fulton's obviously lost to Inoue. So that's good. That's good for a little bit of context and all the sorts. That's just a good fight anyway. I don't know. I couldn't really call that one. Fulton could outbox him. Nick Ball could knock him out. Not really sure.
Yes,
and that's it. That is boxing this week 19. We don't have anything else because there is nothing else. But next week,
the action pack next week. Let's before we go, let's put some energy into that. Let's let people know what we're doing.
So we're not going to do a live stream on the Thursday because there's no point. We're literally just going to be talking about Bivol Beterbiev, and we're doing the live stream on the Saturday. So we're going to do a live watch along, get the reactions, we've got a comment here. Jackbox. No, we're not playing Jackbox, Ben. Shut up. So Saturday night, we're doing the live stream watch along to Bivol Beterbiev, and the whole undercard will have me, Paolo, and then we've got Greeny coming on. He was on a few weeks ago, and hopefully some others. That's going to replace the Thursday show because the Thursday show will just purely be us talking about it anyway, so there's no point doing the both. There will be some little reminders of that throughout the week next week so that you remember, but it'll be on YouTube. It'll be good. It'll be very good. I'm excited.
Listen, the last one was full of pauses, full of comedy. We're gonna get this right. I think we're gonna safe to say we're gonna start around 7:00.
Yeah, it'll be from around the first. All the fights are good, so we can start from around the first one.
Yeah.
Or around.
Luckily, with this one, I think it will finish when it finishes, guys. So it's Joshua went on till like 1:00 in the morning. It was mental when he fought in Saudi. But yeah, like I said to you, this will be our first live watch along we've done together.
Yeah,
just ban someone.
I put them in timeout. Yeah,
this will be our first live watch along we've done together. That isn't early hours of the morning, and I don't need coffee.
True.
It's mental, isn't it? We live in the same country, but we've done 3:00 streams, live streams. Yeah, like it's mental. But we are going to be joined by Saad, Greeny, the Turkish guy called T, Turkish-Dutch guy called T. He wants to jump on a little bit. He's a big fan of, obviously, combat sports. I will say to people that the live, we will have our base panel, but the live will be open for people to jump in, throw their little piece, have a chat for 10 minutes, then we kind of move on, next person.
Yeah,
it's going to be open for people to jump on. So if you are interested, you want to jump on, make sure you do. Speak, get your voice. Where's Dirk? We need Dirk back. Let's get Dirk back.
Oh, yeah.
Dirk.
That was good.
Dirk, if you are listening to this, tune in on Saturday, 7 p.m. Don't know what time it is where you are in America. It's about 25 time zones where you are. Which one you're in. Tune in. Saturday. Don't miss it. Bivol Beterbiev.
Best fight of the year. Well, could
and
be.
I feel like we've got some. That's it. And then the following week, when we will be doing our live show, I'll be wearing my party hat because I will be 30 on the 17th of October, which is a Thursday, Connor.
Oh, is it actually on your birthday we're doing it?
Yeah.
It is a Thursday, yeah. Oh, okay, we'll do a little...
Party hat.
Party hats, all right. I'll get a party hat. I can get a... Oh, why not? We'll do a little celebration.
We've got big plans. Obviously, do you know what? Whilst we're here, and I know we'll let people know closer to the time, but we do have loads of plans and stuff we're doing. We already planning our Christmas episode. We're not going to tell you about that, but that's a big one.
True.
I will only say one thing, that we will be within a studio, but there's other elements to it which are a surprise. So that we are working on. So yeah, it's going to be good, but it will be in a studio. It has to be for Christmas, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Might even just put some alcohol down and just start drinking whilst we do it.
I'm not against it.
But yeah, like I said to you, I'm going to end. Shall I end it with what I normally say?
Yeah. Let's end it. Why not?
Yeah.
Go for it.
If like, share, and subscribe to the podcasts, the live streams, Hook Boxing, Boxing Corner Casuals, our weekly show. I'm going to say one thing to you that's going to end this stream. Like, share, and subscribe. Do it before you end up in the mud.
In the mud. There we go.